For the second part of my collab that I'm doing with shiniXIII here on YouTube, we decided to very scarily do a line work trade with each other, meaning I do some line work for her and she colors it, and then vice versa, so she does a piece of line work for me and then I color it, which I say is scary because the concept of like taking someone's original line work and coloring on top of it is so horrifying. Like, I knew that going into this when I suggested it, or she suggested it. I don't know who brought it up, but it was like, ooh, this would be fun, but it's also going to be super scary, but it's going to be fun. And that is what we ended up doing for our second part, just to do more stuff in our package to each other, just to make it more fun, send more stuff to each other, and this was actually a lot of fun to do, not gonna lie. It was super scary once we get to coloring her line work, but for what I decided to draw for her was her original character Denzel. Again, she sent me a couple of references of some of her characters and just asked me to pick one of them and do line work, and it's just a surprise that she received when she got the package. And I chose this character because as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh hell yeah, that's the one I'm drawing, because he's a merman, he's super cool looking, and he looks really angsty. And like, my personal favorite kind of fictional male character is angsty boy. I always go for the angsty boys in like anime and stuff. Like in Free, Rin is my favorite. In BNHA, I love Bakugo. Like, give me any kind of like angsty fictional boy who has like even like 50% of one redeeming quality, and I'm like, ooh, I like him. He's probably my favorite. So as soon as I saw this character, in a lot of the references that she sent to me, he looked super angsty, so I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm choosing this dude. And he was also a merman, and I really like drawing mermaids. I've actually never drawn a merman before, so this was a first, but it was a lot of fun to do. I really like this character, and I'm super happy that she sent me this reference because this was so much fun to draw. Again, I'm not used to drawing men at all, so I did have to look up a reference. I was like looking up merman poses, and I was like, oh dear lord, I've drawn pecs like probably 3 times in my life as like a finished illustration, and it was a journey, but I really like how it ended up turning out actually. I decided to go ahead and use my pink Micron as well as Prismacolor fine liners. I kind of added the black in places that I thought darker colors would go because she's going to be the one coloring it, so I was like, I think this might be darker areas, because I know especially with pink it can get lost, like the pink line art can get lost once you add coloring, so I hope it ended up working out for her because I still haven't seen how she ended up coloring this, but this was really fun to do. I'm super excited to see how she ended up coloring it. There will be a link in the description box below to her part of the video that includes that, and then you guys can watch that alongside me because I have yet to see how she ends up finishing this piece. But like I said, I'm super happy with it. It's definitely an experience to be able to draw all of her male characters because I never draw men. But then we get on to the super exciting part, which was opening up the package that she sent me. I do all my videos in voiceovers versus like talking while live unboxing, so I apologize that this is a voiceover and not my genuine reaction to when I was opening this, but like, oh my god, I love this package. It was so fun opening this. I was really personally proud of myself with how I packaged her package, like how I wrapped everything, and I was like, oh, she's gonna love this. It's like I packaged it so nicely, and everything's cool, it looks so good. And then I opened her package and I was like, oh, like, oh, hers is so much better. Like, oh my god, it was so fun opening this. Just opening everything was so much fun. I felt so bad every time I had to like rip off washi tape or tear the paper, and I was like, oh my goodness, it's so cute. Like, I didn't want to ruin how everything was wrapped up, so I tried to be super gentle, but once it came to tearing the wrapping paper, the like tissue paper, it was like all bets are off. She packaged it so nice. Like, it was so enjoyable just to open. Like I said, I felt bad, but like, oh god, opening everything was such a fun experience. And then it's like, there's so much stuff in here too. Ugh. Like, just watching this video, I feel how I felt when I was opening it. It's like, everything inside was so cute. There was so much in here. I felt very outdone when I was opening this, and like, stuff was pouring out because there was so much stuff in here. She very much so spoiled me with all of the little extras and all of the artwork that she included. She drew me some extra Fruits Basket stuff because she knows I love Fruits Basket. Everyone knows I love Fruits Basket, but she knows I love Fruits Basket. And oh my god. And then for our first part of the collab, we did an art trade, and I kind of gave her a bunch of like fan art characters to draw, and she ended up choosing Link. So when I was opening this, I had no idea what the finished illustration was, so she sent me the little test she did of drawing Link, as well as the finished piece, which I stared at for so long. It's so pretty, and the way she colors hair with markers is so pretty. Like, I'm so in awe of how pretty the hair is. Oh my god. And then the piece that she sent me line work wise to color was this Fruits Basket piece, which I was super excited about because I did not expect anything this like intricate's not really the word I'm going for. It's just like busy illustration. She ended up drawing Yuki, Kyo, and Toru from Fruits Basket for me to color, which I was definitely not expecting anything with so much going on, which isn't a bad thing by any means. I was super excited about coloring this, and then she sent me an adorable note with such a cute little doodle of Zelda. She's actually never played Breath of the Wild before, but she did a really, really good job drawing the characters despite not knowing about them, so I am so in love with this package. Everything is so gorgeous, and my heart, it was so nice opening this. She sends very sweet packages, and she's very, very good at what she does, and I'm very appreciative. So as soon as I got this package, I was like super excited to work on coloring the Fruits Basket piece. Like, all the intimidation about working with someone's original line work went away, and I was like, oh heck yeah, I'm totally going for this. And I did it like the day after I got the stuff, I think I did it the day after I got her package. I was so freaking excited about it. So I decided to go ahead and color this with watercolor, which I like almost regret. I kind of wish I did it in Copics, because honestly I think it would have looked more saturated and better in Copic markers. Also, for someone who personally, even when I'm working with Copics, it's not just when I'm working with watercolor, I'm a very messy color person. I don't necessarily rely on line work for placing color. Normally my process is sketch, color, and then line work, which I know is kind of backwards, but that's just kind of the way I do things. So I'm not necessarily one who per se colors very, very specifically in the line, but Shini's line work is super thin and super precise. Like, first of all, the pen she used was like a really tiny pen, which isn't a bad thing, but I went at this with watercolors and I was like, oh crap, this was mistakey. So like halfway through I was like, oh god, color's gonna go everywhere. I'm gonna have to like tidy up this entire illustration with a white gel pen. But I mean, all things considered, it didn't turn out really bad. I'm definitely not used to coloring in such like precise lines, which isn't a bad thing. This was a good exercise, but oh my god. I did myself dirty by not really anticipating this happening, but I did have a lot of fun coloring this piece. The line work is so pretty, and everyone's expressions are so cute, and I really had fun doing this. Like I said, it's still intimidating, like taking someone's original line work and being like, I'm gonna color this in, because it's like, if I ruin it, that was the original artwork. I didn't scan it in or anything. I didn't prepare for anything bad happening. It's just kind of winging it, but I had a lot of fun doing this, and I'm very glad that we did this collab together, because getting mail is just nice. Sending mail is nice. It was very, very fun to do this. So as I mentioned before in my last video, I'll leave links to Shini's videos as well as her channel and her Instagram down below. As you can see, she has gorgeous, beautiful artwork, so definitely check her out, watch her videos, and see what she ended up doing and how she ended up coloring the line work that I made. And then, yeah, that is it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.